I don't live in Indianapolis, so whenever they sent us home for virtual school, I had to go back home and live with my parents, and that was a whole experience. Like, I'm ready to be moved out, so living with them again for like a year and a half was wild. I would like join my Zoom class and my mom would walk in and be like, "Hey, will you help me with the groceries?" I'm in class right now. It was it was frustrating, very lonely. None of my friends live where I live because all my friends are in Indy. So, yeah, it was just me, my parents, my brother, and two stupid little doggies that don't do anything. And ooh, yeah, we we didn't do very much. We kind of just hung out in the house and made a garden. I've lived with my family my whole life because that's what a family does. But whenever I moved out for college, I learned a new lifestyle. I was a little bit like on my own out here in the world, making it how I'm gonna make it. And then I got put back at home, and it was awful. I I learned so much about how I'm never moving back in with my parents. I can move back to where they live, not with them. Not happening. We spent a lot of time together. They were very concerned about COVID because we had to take care of my grandma, and so we didn't want to be exposed to it at all. So I was not allowed to leave the house or talk to anyone besides my mother, father, and brother, and it was awful. I spent a lot of time outside by myself because I just did not want to see them at all because I already had too much of them time. And yeah, I did learn a lot because I'm never doing that again. Working from home is really nice in the way that you can sit on your couch with your dog and work on homework, go to class. If you're hungry in class, you just go make some ravioli real quick. Like, there's so much free time, or not free time, but freedom of like movement and not even having to worry like I don't have to dress up for class, no makeup, nothing. I'm in my pajamas in class, and it's great. Um, it's a double-edged sword though, because also a lot of people don't understand the boundary of being in class and also at home. So while I'm at home, maybe while taking a final, your dad can walk in and be like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Taking a final. Let me try. No, you can't. You can't. They don't understand the divide of the world that needs to be there. So, if you want to be effective and efficient in your time, don't do online school because it feels like you're just at home. So you don't learn as much. You're constantly interrupted. I don't think it's worth being able to go grab a bowl of ravioli. And it's my family bought ducks. My parents were scared that the supply chain was gonna break in the whole world and we wouldn't have eggs anymore. So we ordered ducks online from a little duck breeder. They're very cute. They're called Anconas. They look like little cow ducks. They lay normally like once a day. Well, not all of them. We normally have like 8 eggs a day from the 9 of them. They're a great investment because they bring a lot of joy to my family, and it has like little problems that are just like fun to fix instead of things that stress you out. Like, no one wanted to wake up at 6 in the morning to let them out when the sun rise, so they'd be angry. So my dad built like a little automatic door that swings open whenever there's light outside, and we just have fun with the ducks. They don't let us touch them, but you can herd them like they're little sheep if you go out there and run in circles around them. Um, yeah, they really enjoy our lake and they eat our garden, and they're fun. And my dad loves them the most. They're like his little children now that my siblings have moved away. So whenever he goes out there, they run up to him because they love him so much. And if he calls, like, makes little duck noises or like flaps his arms, they'll also start running or they'll start like squeaking at him, and it's great. Yeah. After returning mostly to normal life, I began to really miss gaming because I can't game when I have a lot of things going on. So whenever it was locked down and no one had expectations about what you were supposed to be doing because school was online, things got done fast, and you had nowhere to go, you could just hang out with your friends online and have a good time. Whereas now that life's, for the most part, back to normal, being in Indy, surrounded by other things to do all the time, whether it's schoolwork, student orgs, actual work, there's just like no free time to be able to game and not feel guilty about doing it. So I really miss like not having that pressure and being able to do fun things.